Hello, my name is Denis Halandzovskyi. The Pentagon is sounding the alarm and moving fast. US defense officials have ordered a dramatic acceleration of missile production, warning that the United States must be prepared for a potential conflict with China in the coming years. This is not speculation. It is a clear signal that Washington sees missile dominance as central to future security. If you find this useful, please subscribe to the channel and like this video. And thank you to all of Ukraine's partners for your continued help and support. What exactly is happening? The Pentagon has instructed major defense contractors to double, and in some cases even quadruple, their output of 12 critical weapon systems. These include Patriot air defense interceptors, long-range precision strike missiles, anti-ship systems, and tactical ballistic weapons. The message to industry is simple. America cannot afford to be caught short. Stockpiles have been stretched thin after years of supplying allies, from Europe to the Middle East, while also arming Ukraine. That depletion exposed bottlenecks in US production capacity, gaps that adversaries like China have studied carefully. Why the urgency now? Several factors collide. First, China's military modernization is advancing at unprecedented speed, especially in missile and naval capabilities. Its arsenal of medium and intermediate range systems already outnumbers the US in the Indo-Pacific theater. Second, tensions in the Taiwan Strait remain high, with near-daily Chinese air and naval maneuvers signaling pressure on Taipei. Third, allies in Asia are demanding visible reassurance that America's defense commitments are backed by hard power, not just promises. In short, Washington wants to show that it can fight a prolonged high-intensity war if required, not just deter one. The industrial push is massive. Companies like Lockheed Martin, Raytheon, Boeing, and Northrop Grumman are being told to expand factories, hire more skilled labor, and work with the Pentagon to overcome supply chain delays in propulsion, microelectronics, and guidance systems. Officials admit it will not be easy. Building missile engines and seekers requires specialized materials and expertise that cannot be created overnight. But the goal is clear. Create an arsenal big enough to sustain multiple theaters, supporting Ukraine in Europe, Israel in the Middle East if needed, and deterrence in Asia. There are challenges. Can contractors keep up with the pace without driving up costs dramatically? Will Congress approve the necessary funding on time, given political divisions in Washington? And can the Pentagon modernize its contracting system to cut red tape that has historically slowed delivery? These questions remain open, but the direction of travel is unmistakable. What does it mean for global security? First, it signals to China that the US is preparing seriously, not rhetorically. Deterrence rests on credibility, and credibility requires capacity. Second, it reassures allies, from Japan to Australia to NATO partners, that America will not run out of missiles if crises erupt simultaneously. Third, it underscores that the US is learning lessons from the war in Ukraine. Ammunition, interceptors, and missiles are consumed far faster than expected, and only industrial muscle can keep pace. Bottom line, the Pentagon's order to supercharge missile production is not just about preparing for one possible war, but about shaping the global balance of power for the next decade. It is about showing China, Russia, and every adversary that America is willing and able to outproduce, outlast, and outfight any threat. Please subscribe and like for more clear, verified updates. And thank you again to all of Ukraine's partners for your continued help and support.